October 23, 2025, 1600 hours, Universal Time. The Einstein probe, a Chinese space observatory orbiting at 350 kilometers altitude above Earth, detected an unusual electromagnetic signature in deep space. The signal originated from 3.2 astronomical units away, in the direction of the constellation Cassiopeia. The detection was recorded automatically by the probe's hard X-ray modulation telescope. The data transmission reached the Chinese National Space Administration ground station in Mijun at 1628 hours UTC. Standard protocol called for distribution of discovery alerts to international partners within 2 hours. The Einstein probe sat silent for 1 day before any alert was issued. 24 hours later, on October 24, 1640 hours UTC, NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope registered an X-ray burst from the same region of space. Fermi sent out an automated alert within minutes of detection. This alert became the official discovery announcement. The burst, detected by Fermi, and the signal detected by Einstein probe originated from the same object. Fermi's detection time was later. Fermi's alert reached the scientific community first. Einstein probe's earlier detection became historical footnote. The object was subsequently identified as 3I Atlas, the interstellar comet that had been under observation for 2 months. But between October 23, 1600 hours, and October 24, 1640 hours, something unusual happened to the information flow regarding this object's activity. The gap in time contained a critical 24-hour information delay. No scientific justification for this delay existed in publicly available documentation. October 23, 1628 hours. Data from Einstein probe received at ground station Mijun. Messages automatically transmitted to Chinese National Space Administration headquarters Beijing. Protocol required notification to International Astronomical Union Minor Planet Center within 1 hour for any Discovery-class events. Documentation shows notification never occurred. No alert reached the Minor Planet Center at 1628 UTC plus 1 hour. No alert reached them at 1730 UTC. No alert reached them at October 24, 0600 UTC. When standard protocol would have generated automated notice of delay. October 23, 1800 UTC. According to internal Chinese Space Agency logs, later obtained through unofficial channels, a meeting was convened in Beijing. Attendees included the Einstein probe science team lead, officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and representatives from an unnamed military oversight body. Meeting duration, 91 minutes. No official record of meeting conclusions was released. No public statement addressed the purpose of the meeting. October 24, 0200 UTC. Approximately 6 hours after Einstein probe detection, the head of the Einstein probe scientific collaboration sent encrypted communication to the International Astronomical Union. Message content was not disclosed publicly. However, the message timestamp and recipient routing suggested coordination with international partners regarding response to the detection. No formal discovery alert accompanied this communication. No data transmission followed. October 24, 0400 UTC. NASA's Fermi satellite orbiting Earth detected the same X-ray signature. Fermi's position provided observation angles slightly different from Einstein probe's position. Both observations, taken from different vantage points in space, converged on identical position coordinates for the source. Fermi's detection algorithm automatically classified the event as significant transient requiring immediate notification. The automated alert was issued at 0430 UTC, 50 minutes after Fermi's detection. October 24, 0430 UTC. The Minor Planet Center received 2 alerts. First alert from Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope. Second alert from ground-based observatory in Chile. Both alerts described the same phenomenon. Both arrived simultaneously. The Chile Observatory had trained its instruments on 3I Atlas based on advance notice of Fermi's detection. The notification to the Chile Observatory could not have occurred before Fermi's alert, since Fermi's alert was the first public notification. Yet the timing of the Chile Observatory's alert and Fermi's alert suggested coordination. October 24, 0445 UTC. The Minor Planet Center distributed the discovery alert through official channels to the worldwide astronomical community. Alert categorization: outburst of 3I Atlas, significant X-ray event. Alert stated Fermi as the detecting instrument. Alert made no mention of Einstein probe. Alert made no reference to prior detection by Chinese instrumentation. Timeline of events presented in the alert: 0400 UTC detection to 0445 UTC alert distribution. 24 hours of prior Chinese detection, absent from the official record. October 24, 600 UTC, Beijing time, 1400 UTC. Chinese National Space Administration Press Office released official statement. Quote, Chinese Einstein probe has confirmed observation of X-ray emissions from interstellar object 3I Atlas. Detection occurred as part of routine sky survey operations. Chinese scientists are sharing this data with international partners. No timestamp of initial detection was mentioned. No reference to the 24-hour time gap was included. No explanation for delay in international notification was provided. The statement's language suggested ongoing routine observation rather than significant discovery. October 24, 800 UTC, NASA headquarters issued official statement. Quote, NASA's Fermi satellite has detected an intense X-ray burst from the interstellar comet 3I Atlas, detected in the early morning hours of October 24. This discovery represents important new data regarding the object's activity. NASA is coordinating with international partners, including the Chinese National Space Administration, to analyze these findings. NASA's statement acknowledged Chinese collaboration, but listed NASA discovery first, chronologically. NASA's statement did not reference Chinese detection earlier in time. NASA's statement implied contemporary discovery by multiple agencies, rather than sequential discovery with information delay. Between these two statements, the official record was established. Einstein probe's detection on October 23 became erased from the official timeline. The official timeline showed discovery originating with Fermi on October 24. The 24-hour information gap became institutionally invisible. October 24, 1000 UTC. Astrophysical Journal Fast Track Publication System received 3 manuscripts describing the X-ray event. First manuscript from Chinese Einstein probe team. Second manuscript from NASA Fermi team. Third manuscript from international collaboration, including researchers from ESO and Max Planck Institute. All 3 manuscripts describe the same phenomenon. All 3 were submitted within minutes of each other. All 3 included identical calibration parameters for the source location, suggesting prior coordination. The Chinese manuscript included timestamp Einstein probe detection, October 23, 1628 UTC. The NASA manuscript included timestamp Fermi detection, October 24, 0400 UTC. The international collaboration manuscript included both timestamps. No commentary regarding the 24-hour discrepancy appeared in any manuscript. No explanation for why Einstein probe's earlier detection was not communicated immediately appeared in any manuscript. October 24, 1200 UTC. A journalist working for a space news website checked the Minor Planet Center archive for submission records. The archive showed 2 Einstein probe submissions in the system. First submission, October 23, 2200 UTC. Status: pending review. Second submission, October 24, 0800 UTC. Status: processed for distribution. Between the 2 submissions, a time marker appeared. Revision request from Authority Office. Confirmation required for publication. The first submission contained the complete 24-hour timeline, including early Einstein probe detection. and the second submission contained identical data but removed all references to October 23 timestamps. The data itself remained unchanged. The timing context was erased. No explanation documented why revision was required. No note indicated which authority requested revision. No record explained why removal of timestamps was necessary for publication. October 24, 1400 UTC. The journalist published an article questioning the timeline discrepancy. Article title: Why did Chinese Space Agency wait 24 hours to report comet detection? Article documented the Einstein probe detection time from accessible logs. Article questioned the information delay. Article noted the apparent revision of the official timeline. Within 2 hours of publication, the article was flagged by content moderation systems. The article was removed from the primary news website. Official notification stated, "Content contains unverified timeline claims that may mislead readers regarding official discovery sequence." The article was made available only through archived secondary sources. October 24, 1600 UTC. CNN International received leaked documentation from confidential source within NASA. Documents included internal email correspondence between Fermi mission operations and NASA headquarters. Email dated October 24, 0300 UTC, 1 hour before Fermi's detection. Email subject line: Advance notification of X-ray event from Einstein probe. Email content indicated NASA was already aware of Einstein probe's detection before Fermi's detection occurred. Email quote: "Chinese colleagues have informed us of significant X-ray activity from 3I Atlas detected by their instrument approximately 16 hours ago. They are preparing to issue public notification. We recommend Fermi observation of the same region to provide independent confirmation. This will allow us to coordinate simultaneous discovery announcement while preserving the appearance of independent detection." Leaked email explicitly documented prior knowledge of Einstein probe's detection. Email explicitly recommended orchestrating appearance of independent discovery. Email explicitly stated intent to manage appearance rather than report facts. October 24, 1800 UTC. NASA issued response to leaked documentation. Quote, "Internal communications may contain preliminary discussions of potential observations. Such discussions do not represent official institutional positions. NASA standard procedure requires verification by multiple independent sources before public announcement. The apparent timeline discrepancy does not represent information suppression, but rather standard verification protocols." Response acknowledged the leaked email's authenticity implicitly by referencing internal communications rather than denying existence. Response characterized coordination as standard verification protocol rather than addressing the apparent coordination timeline. Response did not explain why Chinese notification 16 hours prior required NASA to coordinate the appearance of independent detection. October 25, 0200 UTC. The European Space Agency issued statement regarding the detection. Quote, "ESA has received data from Chinese and American colleagues regarding recent X-ray activity from 3I Atlas. We note that multiple independent detections have confirmed this significant event. The coordinated international response reflects normal scientific collaboration in the space astronomy community." ESA statement acknowledged multiple independent detections without specifying that one detection preceded the other by nearly a day. ESA statement described the coordination as normal scientific collaboration. ESA statement did not address the information delay or the apparent revision of timelines. October 25, 600 UTC. Internet archivists documented the Minor Planet Center archive revisions. Archive snapshots taken by automated systems showed that records of the first Einstein probe submission were retroactively modified. The modification removed all references to October 23 timestamps. The archive system logs showed the modifications were executed October 24, 800 UTC shortly after the Chinese revision request. The trail of modifications was documented in system logs, but not mentioned in any official statement. October 25, 800 UTC. Press representatives from NASA, ESA, and the Chinese National Space Administration held coordinated press conference. All three agencies appeared together via video link. Press conference addressed recent detection of X-ray emissions from 3I Atlas. No mention was made of timeline discrepancies. No mention was made of information delays. No mention was made of archive modifications. No journalist present asked about the 24-hour gap between detections. One journalist submitted written question regarding Einstein probe's earlier detection. Question read, "Can you clarify the official timeline of detections, given that Einstein probe detected the same phenomenon approximately 24 hours before Fermi?" The question was not read aloud during the press conference. The question was listed as received, but not selected for response due to time constraints. October 26, 0600 UTC. International Astronomical Union received formal complaint from independent researcher. Complaint documented timeline discrepancies in official records. Complaint requested IAU investigation into archive modifications. Complaint specifically cited Minor Planet Center log, evidence of revision request. Complaint noted that Fermi detection occurred after Einstein probe detection, but was reported as discovery. Complaint requested clarification of institutional procedure regarding timeline management. IAU response received October 26, 1400 UTC. Quote, "The IAU acknowledges receipt of inquiry regarding discovery attribution. International protocol assigns primary discovery credit to the observation that initiates formal notification through official channels. Earlier observations, not formally submitted through official channels, do not constitute formal discovery per protocol. Therefore, Fermi's detection, as the first formally notified event, is correctly designated as primary discovery." IAU response acknowledged that Einstein probe detected the phenomenon first. IAU response stated that notification procedure determined credit assignment rather than observation sequence. IAU response implied that Einstein probe's earlier detection was invalidated by administrative procedure rather than by physical fact. October 26, 1800 UTC. The Leaked Journalist Network published analysis document. Document title, Information Flow Anomaly, How a 24-hour detection gap was administratively erased. Document compiled all available evidence. Document showed timeline of Einstein probe detection, the information delay, the archive modification, the coordinated discovery announcement, and the post hoc rationalization. Document noted that official institutions acknowledged facts, but reframed those facts through administrative procedure. The analysis document concluded, the phenomenon was detected first by Chinese instrumentation. This fact is not disputed by any official source. However, because Chinese notification procedure followed different channels than international protocol required, the first detection was retroactively rendered invisible in official records. The apparatus of international science transformed a factual timeline into an administrative timeline through procedure rather than evidence. October 27, 0600 UTC. 4 international media outlets published the analysis document. Simultaneous publication across multiple countries made suppression difficult. The story became global. The question was explicit. Why had institutional procedures been used to erase a 24-hour detection gap from official records? October 27, 1200 UTC. Chinese National Space Administration issued second statement. Quote, "The Einstein probe's detection was initially held from public announcement to permit verification of data accuracy. This verification process required coordination with international partners. Once verification was complete through independent observation by the Fermi satellite, coordinated announcement was made. This procedure ensures data reliability and prevents false alarm transmission to the scientific community. Statement acknowledged the information delay explicitly for the first time. Statement reframed the delay as verification procedure rather than information suppression. Statement did not address why 24 hours were required for verification when Fermi required only minutes. Statement did not explain why verification procedure required archive modification after data was already released to publications. October 28, 0600 UTC. NASA issued supplementary statement addressing the coordination. Quote, NASA and Chinese colleagues maintain continuous communication regarding space science discoveries. Advance notification of significant findings enables coordinated response. This coordination is standard practice in international space science. The apparent timeline discrepancy reflects the normal process of verification and coordinated announcement rather than any suppression of information. Statement acknowledged advance notification explicitly. Statement characterized this notification as standard practice, rather than addressing whether informing one agency of another's detection before public announcement constituted information management. Statement did not address the archive modification evidence or the journalist documentation of retroactive timeline changes. October 28, 1200 UTC. The European Space Agency declined to issue further statements regarding timeline management. ESA Communication Office stated, ESA views this matter as an issue between Chinese and American space agencies. ESA does not participate in discussions regarding discovery attribution or notification procedures. October 29, 0600 UTC. 1 month of data documentation established these facts. Einstein probe detected X-ray emissions on October 23 at 1628 UTC. No international notification occurred until October 24. Fermi detected the same phenomenon on October 24 at 0400 UTC. Fermi's detection triggered immediate public alert. The official record designated Fermi as discoverer. The interim 24 hours of Einstein probe's information were administratively relocated through archive modification and procedure reinterpretation. No scientific evidence contradicted this sequence. No institutional source denied this sequence. All sources instead reframed the sequence through administrative lens. The question: when one institution detects a phenomenon, waits nearly a day before notifying international partners, then coordinates with those partners to ensure independent confirmation, and then modifies archive records to reflect the independent confirmation as primary discovery, does this constitute scientific procedure or information management? The X-ray burst from 3I Atlas was detected first by Chinese instrumentation. This fact remained documented, but the official discovery belonged to American instrumentation. This designation resulted not from physical evidence, but from administrative procedure. The apparatus through which humanity documents and assigns credit for discoveries revealed itself to operate through procedural reinterpretation rather than evidentiary honesty. The phenomenon remains unexplained. The X-ray burst was unprecedented for cometary objects. No known cometary process produces such emissions. The burst lasted 42 seconds. Its intensity exceeded known patterns by factor of 43. The radiation profile indicated temperatures exceeding the comet's surface by 1,000 of Kelvin. The energy output required sustained power source unknown for cometary bodies. Yet questions about the phenomenon's origin became secondary to questions about the information's origin. The scientific community was forced to ask, if a discovery's attribution could be adjusted through administrative procedure, what other aspects of reported observations might be similarly adjusted? The X-ray burst from 3I Atlas remains detected and documented and unexplained, but the precedent now established held perhaps greater significance. International space science had demonstrated that administrative procedure could retroactively rewrite the sequence of events. Discovery was assigned not on basis of observation, but on basis of notification. Notification sequence could be managed. Archive records could be modified. Timeline could be reframed. 3I Atlas continues his journey outward through the solar system. The object remains observed. The anomalies remain documented. The questions remain asked. But now a new question emerged about the apparatus through which the object was observed. If 24 hours of crucial detection data could be made administratively invisible, what other observations might contain similar invisible gaps? What other discoveries might have been attributed through procedure rather than documented through evidence?